All right, guys, here we go. We are lesson 2-6.
What is
Finding slope.
What
Think
is
about
slope?
this question during the lesson.
I don't know, but I want to know. I am excited.
Maya and her father are building a treehouse.
Ooh.
The roof will have a 9 to 12 pitch.
Ooh.
That is, for every 12 inches of horizontal distance, the roof rises 9 inches. If the horizontal distance from the edge of the roof to the peak is 6 feet, how can Maya determine the height of the roof at its peak?
I don't know.
We
Yes?
can make a table of values that show the 9 to 12 pitch. How can we find the constant of proportionality?
Ooh,
That sounds like something we just did.
that sounds
You
like
should be thinking.
some 7th grade stuff there. Make a table of values, guys. Think about what numbers you're going to see here.
The ratio 9 to 12 can be represented as the fraction 9/12, which reduces to 3/4.
They took y divided by x.
Interesting. Wonder if they always do
Now, complete the table using ratios equivalent to 9 to 12. Since each ratio is equivalent to 3 to 4, the constant of proportionality is 3/4. Graph the ordered pairs from the table. Then draw a line through the points to connect them. The line shows the steepness of the roof. The steepness is also called the slope of the line. The slope of the line is the ratio rise to run. What is the rise and what's the run?
Man, that's good stuff. A lot going on here, folks.
What is the
A lot
rise?
going on. Slope is the steepness of a line.
Well, what is rise and what is run, though? What is rise? Rise sounds like how far it goes.
Rise. Hot air balloons
Run
rise.
is how far it goes.
Across. Okay.
The rise is how much the graph goes up between points. The point 60, 45 rises 27 from the point 24, 18.
How did they figure that out?
And the run is how far the graph goes to the right between points. The point 60, 45 runs 36 inches
Huh?
from the point 24, 18.
You think I should show them?
I can't wait for Mr. Noel to make sense of all this. How'd they come up with 27 and 36, guys?
Well, let's just maybe. I don't know. Should I tell them? Or should it be a secret? Folks, if we take these two ordered pairs, okay, and I'm going to put them over here, and this is going to be something we look at. Okay, 24, 18,
60.
and 45. Okay, in ordered pairs, an x value with a y value, x value with a y value. They are getting this rise. We're going to learn what's called the slope formula, where we're just going to take and subtract y values, subtract x values on the bottom. This is our rise. This is our run.
Oh.
Y values go up and down on a coordinate grid. X values go across on a coordinate grid or run on a coordinate grid. So if we take these values, now Mr. Friggy is going to talk about, hey, when you look at your y values, start with the larger y value. Okay? So let's start with 45 and let's subtract 18. On the bottom, you got to start with that same coordinate pair, x value 60 minus 24.
Should we make Julie Rose do those subtraction problems?
Jill Rose, she's busy eating
Oreos. Unbelievable.
Okay? So we're just going to subtract because I don't have time for her.
She's eating Oreos, folks.
I'm eating Oreos.
45 minus 18.
This is where they're getting that 27.
Oh, I get it now.
It goes up 27 units for every, I do the subtraction there, 36 units it goes over.
Interesting.
That's our rise and that's our run. Okay? We're going to learn to simplify.
You can't simplify that.
You're darn right I can. It's got a common
No,
factor of
you
9.
can't.
It's got a common factor of 9, Mr. Friggy.
Oh.
If I divide this by 9, I get 3. This by 9, I get, that's a 4.
It's a bad 4.
Okay, that's a 3/4.
All right.
Okay, so let's keep going, I guess, with what this lady has to tell us.
I understand the 27 better.
You can choose any 2 points on the line to
Any
find the
2
slope.
points.
You may find that the rise and run are different, depending on which 2 points you choose. However, the slope is a ratio, so it does not change. The slope of this line is 3/4.
That's
For
right.
instance, the rise and run from the point 12.9 to the point 24.18 are 9/12. The rise and run from the point 24.18 to the point 16.45 are 27/36.
Watch this.
Notice that both times our
Whoa.
slope is the same.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
Maya can use the graph to find x by moving to the right 6 feet, which is 72 inches, and then moving up until she intersects the slope line. The roof is 54 inches, or 4 feet 6 inches in height at its peak. Now you know what the slope of a line is? You can use slope to solve problems.
There you go.
Now you know.
Y minus y, x minus x, folks.
Hey, so all we're doing here,
We're going to do it 94 more times.
get used to it.
Jack graphs how far he plans to bike over a 3-day charity ride. Find the slope of the line.
Now again, we'll just use the 2 points. Folks, if we're dealing with proportional situations,
Origin.
it's always nice to use the origin. But just to make the book happy, let's use the 2 points that they gave us.
Okay.
X value, Y value. X value, Y value. We subtract on the top Y values. Start with the bigger one, 90 minus 60. Okay, those are my 2 Y values. On the bottom, start with the same one, 3
Ooh.
minus 2. Well, 90 minus 60 is 30.
30.
3 minus 2 is 1. That looks like my slope, everybody. My slope is 30/1. Now, what does this mean when we talk about Jack's charity ride? Jack's charity ride has a rise of 30, which rise of 30 goes with this variable, 30 miles. The 1 talks about our x values, which is our
Days.
day. So what does this mean? Jack is riding 30 miles every 1 day on his charity ride.
Could you say 1 day in 30 miles?
Yes,
So I can say it either way.
yes.
Okay.
However, whatever floats your boat, whatever. I don't really care. Just get it right.
Let's go to example 2.
Example 2. I bet you we're going to learn about the slope formula, which we already showed you.
Y minus y, x minus x.
Congratulations, everybody. We got a second video of the day.
Man, this doesn't happen often.
The graph represents the depth of a diving submarine over
Ooh,
time.
going down.
At what speed is the submarine descending? Find the
Don't know.
slope of the line, which equals the rise divided by the run. Find the rise and run using the x and y coordinates from 2 points on the line. The rise is the change in the y coordinates, or y2 minus y1.
What?
The run is the change in the x coordinates, or x2 minus x1.
Yep. They're going to make
Now
some ordered
substitute
pairs.
values for the variables.
Here we go.
For the first point, the x-coordinate is 5, and the y-coordinate is negative 400. For the second point, the x-coordinate is 10, and the y-coordinate is negative 800. Now simplify the fraction. The numerator is negative 400, and the denominator is 5. So the fraction simplifies to negative 80. The slope of the line is negative 80.
What does
The
that mean?
submarine is descending at a rate of 80 feet per minute. How do the x and y coordinates relate when the slope is negative?
Who's to say?
Well, folks, all I can tell you, when the slope is going to be negative, if we have a graph, that graph is going to be descending, or it's going to be decreasing from left to right. Okay, or if you look at your y values, okay, your y values, what I should say is as the x values are increasing, it's going from 5 to 10. What is happening to our y values?
They're getting bigger. It went from negative 400 to negative 800, right?
No, you think like a 5th grader. Okay,
Oh.
the farther you get away from 0. Okay? The farther you get away from 0, the smaller your number gets.
Oh, I got it. It's backwards.
As
Okay.
the x values increase, the y values decrease when you're talking about
Negative.
slope. Okay?
That makes sense. Thanks for clarifying, Mr.
Anytime.
Knoll.
That's what I do. Well, let me clear this out. Let's go to example 3.
Man, It's your lucky day, folks. Hopefully we can do more slope problems. These are fun. I like these.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, more graphs.
Look, it says, shows the distance a car travels over time. Find the slope. Sweet. What does it mean? Well, to find slope,
Is this about a sweet vibe? Did they specify what kind of car this was?
no. It ain't as sweet as the vibe, though. And folks, once again, hey, we're going to simplify the formula. Go just y minus y, x minus x. Look at your two coordinate points. X value, y value, x value, y value. On the top, choose the biggest one. You want to choose the
220.
biggest one?
Yeah, 220.
220. Subtract the other one. 110. On the bottom,
2 minus 4.
no,
Why not?
because we did 220 first.
Oh, we
Okay.
got to start with that one again?
Yes.
Oh, so we go 4 minus 2.
4 minus 2.
Okay.
We do the math. This is 110. This is 2 on the bottom. Now we simplify.
Ooh,
This has a common factor of 2.
50, 55.
55.
Ah,
2
yes.
divided by 2 is 1. My slope is 55 over 1.
What does that mean?
What does it mean in the problem situation? Well, again, this is our rise. Our rise is our y values. This represents miles. The 1 is our run. It represents hours. So what does that mean about the car? It is going 55 miles in 1 hour.
Man,
Or every 1 hour, it's
It go.
going.
55 miles.
Nice job, Jilly Rose.
Blue.
the vibe car clearly would go, if this is not about the vibe, it would go way, its distance would be way more than that.
That's right. Okay, let's try it. I wonder if we'll get a fine slope again. Ooh, blue food coloring, red food coloring.
Red drops and blue drops.
And it says it makes purple frosting.
Of course it does.
What is the slope of the line?
Purple.
Okay, y minus
Purple.
y, x minus
Purple.
x. Use the 2 points. X, y, x.
Jilly, where's the bigger Y number? What number should we start with?
70.
All right, Jilly says start with 70.
Subtract the other y value. 35.
Start doing some math in your head, Jilly.
X value. 50. Minus other x value.
25.
Jilly Rose, 70 minus 35.
I'm doing right now. I gotta think for a second.
She's thinking.
Today,
35?
35.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
50 minus 25. Jilly Rose,
25.
Yeah.
25. So there's our slope. Now, folks, with slope, we want to simplify it and leave it as an improper fraction. So simplifying this, these both have a common factor of 5. We can divide the 5 out, or just type it in your calculator, press enter.
That's right. Mr.
Yeah.
Instruments get paid big bucks.
35 divided by 5 is 7. 25 divided by 5
5.
is 5. Now, tell what it means in this problem. Remember, we're talking about red drops, blue drops, making purple frosting.
7 blue drops for every 5 red drops?
This is rise. Remember, rise over run. Rise is y values. So this
Oh.
is 7.
Gosh,
Ooh,
I am.
Wait.
Ooh,
This
yes.
is
This I know
7
what you're going to do.
This is 7 red drops for every 5. Our 5 is our run. Every 5
Blue drops.
blue drops. So to make purple frosting, according to Taylor, you're going to put 7 red drops
Taylor.
of food coloring in there for every 5
Taylor's a
blue
cat.
ones.
What does Taylor know about purple
That
frosting?
is true. That is true.
Anyway, folks, onward we go.
That's it. That's example 3. We're done. Okay, move on to page 126, the key concept, where we're talking more slope. Good job.